Uh-oh. We have another group?
Another one?
We have different group? No, we are back. We are back.
They're coming back.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. We're coming back.
Yeah.
Yes, we are back.
Okay. Hello, Jinsi.
Hi, how are you?
Awesome.
Awesome. Good answer. Okay, would anybody like to share what they heard or said or felt? Go ahead.
I was with Krishna and Dr. Ravindra, and somehow, I don't know, it might be due to technical issue, we were not able to hear Dr. Ravindra. And we were calling him, doctor, where are you? Are you audible? But we couldn't have any interaction with him. But me and Krishna, we both interacted, and we both are feeling so happy. Day is beautiful, can't complain. We are super powerful today. We are happy to be in your class, and we both are ready to fly forward.
That's great.
Wow. Wow. Fantastic. Glad to hear that. That's good. Very good. Excellent. Made my day. That's cool. That's cool. All right. Anybody else?
Yeah, actually, me and Jain sir was there. So I was telling him I am very curious because today is the last day in our class. So I just want to know what action I'm going to take end of the session. I am curious.
Okay. Cool. Good. That's a good way to be. I like curious. Curious is good. I wonder what's going to happen to me. I ask my wife that sometimes. I go, wonder what's going to become of me. I'm curious. I'm interested. It's good. That's good. I like that attitude. Open, not I already know everything. It's attitude of wanting more. That's neat. Anybody else want more? Share?
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
Matt,
Matthew?
actually, yeah, I'm Raji, Matt. Actually, my thought was like I'm supposed to complete an assignment today. So I felt the end of the day, exhausted. And after this class, I have to sit and write. Anyway, I'll get the energy from the class. Even though my feeling was exhausted, but later I changed my feelings, and after once I complete my work action, once I act towards that, so my feelings can be changed. So I may feel uh, comfortable, okay with that. That's what my thinking, feeling, and decision I've taken. I was sharing it with
Okay.
Ravindra, and Ravindra gave me few tips. And what is this no action? I was asking him, and he said at times when we are aggressive, we may not. It's not like suppose we are not acting on anything. Okay, it's
Yeah.
okay. So
And
like
it's a
that, we had a little discussion towards this no action point.
mhm.
So hope you will
It's
clear it today.
deciding. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thanks for
Thank
sharing
you.
that.
Thank you, Matt. Thank
It's
you.
about no action is about deciding not to act. Okay. It's deciding not to act. And it's saying that I am aware, I am not reacting, I'm not hiding, I'm not avoiding. Well, I may be avoiding, but I am deciding to avoid. I am deciding to act. I am making my actions conscious and mindful and aware and taking into account both my thoughts and my feelings. And based on all of that, I'm going to not do this. I'm going to not act. And sometimes, like I said, with strong emotions, that's a really good idea to not act, to not do stuff, to not say what you feel like saying, or not do what you feel like doing, right? Because when we balance our thoughts and our feelings, we go, well, I feel like doing this. I feel like doing this really strongly, but it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Don't do it. We want to adjust a little bit. And sometimes we think we're being super logical and we're not taking into account that this is going to feel terrible, right? We might go, yeah, this is a good idea. This is the best thing. This is one of mine is, this is the cheapest thing. So I'm saving money. I'm buying the cheapest thing. That makes sense to me, but it feels wrong. It's like, no, that's not the one I want. I used to go into a restaurant and I look at the menu and I would look only at the right side and only look at the prices. It didn't really matter what I wanted. It only mattered what made sense to me. It's the cheapest thing to buy, right? But that's not what I want. A lot of times I got stuff that I didn't want it. And so, but it made sense. So that doesn't balance, right? Some things you want really bad and they're very high emotion, and we need to add the logic to it. Some things are make perfect sense, but they don't feel good and they don't feel right. Then we need to balance those as well. So that's why we're doing action or no action. We get to decide.
That's great. I got it now. Thank you so much, Matt. Thank you.
Yes, that's a big message for today, I think, on actions that we can take them or not. So cool. All right. Well, thanks for sharing, you guys. All right. What I want to do, again, that was just to get us back into check-in for every day. When we teach emotional intelligence, most of the time the teachers do a check-in. It's just a check-in like that every day. And it's not even what are you thinking or what are you doing? It's just what are you feeling? That's all. What are you feeling? And a lot of the teachers will go around the classroom real fast and they have not this one, but up on the board, like the different faces, a happy face, sad face, smiley face, right? And they ask the kids, what are you feeling today, to identify, and it does amazing things. It's identify, validate, separate, confirm, makes you feel connected with the other kids, because oh, I'm angry today, hey, so is little Johnny, and so is so and so, and I'm not the only one. Okay, that's cool. You know why that's cool? Because people think they're angry. Oh, I'm the only one. I'm alone with this. I'm different. I'm unique. I'm wrong. I'm worse. I'm bad. I'm less than, because I'm having these feelings. Nobody else is, as far as I know. How come I'm the only one? And us being separated is not a good thing. It's not a good thing for us humans. We don't like it. And a lot of kids feel really, really alone. And guess what they're doing? Boom, they're out of here. And that's not okay. That's not okay. So this dumb little exercise, it takes a few minutes, but it's super important, super important. I was gonna say, they're saying I'm angry, and that's okay, that I'm feeling angry, not what I do with it. What I do with it is really important, but it's okay that I'm feeling this. I don't have to go shoot anybody, and I don't have to go shoot myself. I'm just angry. Big deal. It's okay. It's not that big a deal. It's okay. So I'm quite sure that some of the mass shootings that we've had in the US lately, it's not lately, it's still going. It's getting worse, not better. It's unbelievable to me to go and shoot a bunch of kids because they're angry. Is that how you would deal with our anger? Is that the action you want to take when you feel something? That's why no action is a very, very, very good idea sometimes, right? We had one of the big shootings that went on here. It went on for a while, and while the guy was shooting, somebody yelled out from the crowd while they were hiding, yelled out, "Why are you doing this?" And the guy answered him and said, "Because I'm angry." Right? Is that what we do with our anger? Is that how we handle our anger? And in my opinion, it's because of lack of emotional education that these kids do not know how to deal with their anger. They have no idea. We don't even talk about it, and they have no idea. And so, okay, I'm going to go home and get my dad's gun, or what this kid got his own, which is whole nother issue. He went and bought his own gun, a semi-automatic rifle at 18 years old with no background check. It was like, what? Well, that would be imposing on his rights. I'm like, what does he need a semi-automatic weapon for? not good things, not anything good. Anyway, that's a whole different issue. All right. Anyway, so we need to know what we're feeling, and we need to know sometimes that they're not that big a deal. It's just a feeling. It's just a feeling. So let's go on. Let's talk about, speaking of that, and I'm getting all fired up, you can tell, sorry, but not really. Because I can feel a lot and not hurt anybody, and I can monitor it and I can settle it down. Okay. I let myself, if I get fired up, I let my emotions get high. That's okay. I'm now going to settle them down because that's what I can do because I can. It's called emotional intelligence, emotional agility, emotional congruency, all that good stuff that we talked about yesterday. And I'll review at the very end here. Emotional intelligence leads to inner peace. I know I don't sound very peaceful, but I am peaceful in not being peaceful at this moment, which is kind of fun. All right. I'm okay with how about being unpeaceful for a few minutes. I'm okay with that because I can bring it back around. All right. And this is going to help with world peace, I'm pretty sure. All right. So again, a reminder from yesterday, inner peace begins at the moment you choose not to allow another person or event to control my emotions. They affect my emotions. I'm upset about some things. If you go around and shoot some little kids for no particular reason, it's going to affect my emotions, but it doesn't control them. I'm not going to go out of control. I might let go of my control for a minute so I can express myself, but that's different than going out of control. I guess I differentiate it that way, right? Our actions, if we're in control of them at all times, even though we may be extremely emotional, we're still in control and we still get to choose our actions, right? No matter what we think or feel, we get to control our actions. That's a very big deal, right? And that goes toward no action. We can decide not to act and not shoot anybody because we're upset about something. No. So where are you at in the chat? Where are you at on your inner peace right after I yelled at you for 5 minutes? I'm sure that doesn't really help. But anyway, how's your inner peace this morning or this evening? Sorry. In the chat, 1 through 10, ready, go. All right, we got a couple. Keep going. There we go. Good ones. All right. All right. All right. Woo. All right. Cool. Thank you. All right. So yesterday, great. Thanks, you guys. Appreciate that. Yesterday, we had you go into breakout and talk about remembering a time where you felt, what does inner peace feel like? What did that feel like? And I didn't actually, let's stop for a minute. And if you guys would share for a minute, what'd you come up with? What does peace look like and sound like and feel like for you, inner peace? Anybody like to share, please?
Yes, Matt, it's fulfillment for me.
Okay.
Fulfillment and at times happiness and like um, the world is beautiful.
Nice. Good
So
word.
everybody is beautiful. So all are great. Yeah, it's good. It's good
Nice.
feeling.
Nice.
Yeah. Thank you, Matt.
Yeah, good feeling. Nice. Beautiful. And I like how you said it. You said it congruently. You said it the way you were feeling it, I think. Beautifully. Well done. That's good. Thank you. Belwinder?
For me, how does it look like, sound like, feel like is I feel calm, cool, collected, happy. When I'm peaceful, I know my number of my thoughts are reducing. Then I usually I'm dancing in happiness. When I'm peaceful inside, I'm dancing outside. That's my peace.
That's great. Yeah, lovely.
Nice. Dancing in happiness. Okay. How about just calm and you're not happy? I mean, you're fine. You're good. Does that work too?
For me,
Some people think that peace has to be this this place where you go that's outside, you know, it's like not outside, but I don't know that what I'm trying to get to is there a way that you can feel that way kind of underneath everything all day long? You know what I mean? There's kind of a calm to us. There's a knowing and a confidence and a peacefulness, I guess is the only word to use, that all day long, no matter if things are going really well or not going so well, if we're happy, quote unquote, or feeling something different, you know, that kind of thing. Can we get this into our daily lives all day, every day? Just an inner peace. What do you think? Can we do it? In the chat says, look like human, feel like happy, feel silence. Oh, nice. Silence a good one. Yeah. All right. Thanks for sharing that. Also, Krishna said mental and physical health. Nice. And I asked, what does mental health look and feel like? I agree. I mean, that's a good way to explain it, but can you be more specific a little bit and say, what does mental health actually feel like when you're feeling mentally healthy? What does that look like and feel like and smell like and sound like, right? So let's try one more thing. Let's go one more step from this one. What I meant to do yesterday was pick a time in your past. Can you guys think of a time in your past when you felt specifically peaceful, inner peace was strong and felt really good for you for a few minutes or long time? Can you imagine or remember a time in your past? Anybody want to share a specific incident? Maybe you were sitting on the rock on top of a mountain. Maybe you were in your family having dinner and you just looked around and went, wow, this is great. Or something like that. Anybody?
I want to share. 10
Go
years
ahead,
back, 10 years back, I had a dream to complete my PhD research. I was abroad, I was working outside India, but I left the job after having kids, and then when my kids were very small, around 3.5 years old, I took a decision that I want to fulfill that dream. So it was really difficult to convince my family. I convinced, and I came back to India, shifted with my two. I have twins. At that time, my kids were only 3.5 years. So with 3.5 years twins, I relocated alone. My husband was working abroad. I came here to achieve my dream. I struggled, but I completed last year my PhD. And that moment when my dean declared that you have now you can add prefix Dr. Jinsey, that was the happiest moment. And whenever I get any issue, I feel that was the greatest moment. I feel all over that peace. I can say that that is a huge, like it's so big, and it has a very colorful, very soothing sound, and that moment I can never forget.
Nice. Good for you. Congratulations. And thank you for sharing that. It sounds like a beautiful moment.
Thank you.
Everything coming together. That's cool. Congrats. That's cool. All right.
Thank you.
Okay. So let's go one step further then, and let's look at the future. The future. Can you imagine a time for yourself, or a place, or a feeling, or a situation that is happening that you can get yourself into, that you can imagine yourself getting to peaceful in the future, and it's you in the future, not somebody else, you in the future. So what we try to do is, if we want to go somewhere, right? It's like a roadmap. If you want to go somewhere, it's nice to have a picture of where we're trying to go. So that's the point of this exercise. So Let's do, should we do breakout room and do this, or just you want to share? A couple people want to share, or anybody have an opinion?
I think in small groups.
Okay, cool. Okay. So when in the future, picture a time that you imagine yourself in a place where you are really peaceful. It doesn't really matter what's happening outside of you unless it helps you to make the picture. But what really matters is what's happening inside of you. Okay, try that. Here we go. Anybody that's left here like to share about what is a peaceful picture for you? Hello, welcome back. The rest will be back in just a minute. Anybody like to share what their picture of inner peace? Go ahead, Belwinder.
Okay, I'm sorry. I love to share, but I'm so happy that I was able to interact with Dr. Ravindra, as well as my other partner was Krishna ji, beautiful little girl, and she.
Nice.
Okay, would you like to share? Because I talk too much. Go ahead. I like to give opportunity to Krishna ji and Dr. Ravindra. Go ahead, sir. Hello.
Nice of you.
Yeah, hello.
Go ahead, sweetie.
Hi, Krishna.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, what my dream is, I want to go more about in psychology. Actually, now I'm in starting stage in psychology, and now I'm doing my bachelor's in psychology. I want to do my master's and PhD. That is my biggest dream, and at that time, I feel really happy, really inner peace. That's all about.
Cool. Very good.
Yeah.
Well, good luck with that, and
Yeah, thank you so
congratulations.
much.
And
Thank you, sweetie.
yeah, nice to know where you want to go, right? And
Yeah.
my personal opinion, psychology is the way to go. It's one of the best ways to go because it's EQ.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yay. Woo. Okay, anybody else? Dr. Ravindra, you feel like sharing? That you've been requested that you share?
Yeah, hi Matt. It was nice interaction with our fellow partners.
Okay.
And yeah, for me, I am working on sustainable development, as you are aware. So would like to achieve as much as possible, maybe a few billion people's towards attainment of sustainable development goals. That's what I'm working towards it. At least have directly impacted, I mean, at least 1 billion people to bring awareness. That is my immediate target goal.
Cool. And how will you feel when you hit that goal? When we hit
that self-satisfaction that brings out, it would be great, amazing.
Nice.
It's like,
Nice.
wow,
All right.
I did it.
Cool. Yeah, cool, good. I'm with you on that one. As you know, we're on the same team on that one, so I'm gonna feel very great. We're already making impact, so that feels good. But it's 1 billion would be awesome. Matthew, did you want to share for a sec?
Yes, sir. I'm doing my PhD. When I finish my PhD, I may get some kind of inner peace. My topic is Positive Emotion Enhancement Program, PEEP.
Oh, yes, good subject. Is it really? Fantastic.
So I hope that this will help thousands of many people, and I can help so many people. And I started a school, the School of Happiness, and I teach so many hypnotism, NLP, access bar, so many therapies, and
really?
I want to influence the lives so many.
Wow.
So
wow.
I want to follow you, sir. I want to follow you your way.
Okay. All right. Yeah, let's do it. We got a lot to do. Let's do it. Fantastic. Let's stay in touch. That's great, bud. And we spell our name the same way. And you're one of the only people I've ever met that had. There's lots and lots of Matthews, but hardly any of them have one T in them. So yay for us. I only know one other one in my whole life. Only one other one. That's pretty cool. There's lots of Matthews, but they spell it wrong.
It shows my uniqueness.
What?
It shows my uniqueness.
Yes. There you go. I looked it up in our football league. In our football, there are 21 Matthews or Matts in there, a whole bunch of them. And like 6 coaches or something. It's wild. I don't know why there's so many, but but they're either Matt or Matthew with 2 T's, hardly any of them with 1 T. So anyway, congrats and
My
let's
son
talk. Yeah,
want to
let's
say
talk.
hi to you.
Go ahead,
One
go
second.
ahead. Yes.
Say hello.
Hi,
hello.
my name is
Hi.
Jaden. The first time
Oh,
I'm
hello.
actually seeing an American in my mother's class. Because Americans in my country is not very common to see. It is very cool.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Very
you.
cool.
Bye-bye.
Okay,
Sorry for
bye.
actually
Bye.
interrupting you.
Okay, bye.
Thanks. Nice to meet you. Thanks for stopping by. That's why we're doing this, you guys. That little face right there. That's exactly why we're doing this. Right? So they got a chance. Oh, nice. Nice to meet him. That's great. Anybody else want to share?
Yeah, it sounds crazy, mine. Okay, I just wanted to be happy. And I am looking myself in my future like ideal weight woman. I was weighing 126 some 3 months back. I lost 30 kg within 3 months, doing severe exercise and playing shuttlecock. And I felt that it's very possible to reach my ideal weight. So I started looking myself in a picture, making myself very happy and holding inner peace so that I can give happiness to the world.
No. Yes.
Yeah. So
All right.
that's really is taking me, and I'm just flying it when I visualize and when I put a picture in front of me. It really looks like very awesome. It's a great feeling.
Nice.
And I feel that
That's
it's
cool.
possible because a healthy woman, no, the nation wants.
Mm, right on.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm
That's it.
so healthy. I've not been to hospital till today, and I just
Mm.
wanted to continue till my death. So I just wanted to reach
Uh,
my date.
Me too.
So
Me too.
when you
Right on.
started visualizing myself, no, I just took few minutes, seconds and started
Mhm.
visualizing. I feel it's possible now. It's possible.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
crazy,
Yes.
but I
Yes.
feel that I let me make myself happy and peace. As you said yesterday, the quads, no, I can make the world
Mm,
peace.
mm. Right. Right on. Yeah, I was talking about balancing our thoughts and our feelings, that logic and emotion. Well, some of this stuff, like you're saying, it sounds crazy. Right. It's my emotions are high. I think it maybe doesn't even make sense. Some people think it's not possible to create peace and happiness around. And I choose to think crazy about it. I think I choose to allow myself to feel more than the logic, even greater than the logic. What do you think? Are you feeling something you wanted to share?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. A fulfillment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you. Thank you so much, for these
yeah.
questions. So that made me to think.
Mm.
It made me to
All right.
analyze, and it made me to go to the awesome state, no? The fulfillment
Nice.
status. It's great.
And who's the nice young lady next to you?
She's Satya Priya. Say hi. Yeah,
Hello.
she.
Hi. I like right behind your
My,
head is that smiley face. That looks really cool on the screen. I like it.
yeah,
So
yeah.
look,
Everywhere
we
is
got
there. Thank
three
you.
smiley faces, three smiling faces
Thank
in one room.
you.
Good
Love
for
you
you guys.
so much. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
That's great. One of my favorite pictures of myself, I got the same thing. I got this big smiley face right behind me, and it's just like that one. It's one of my favorite pictures. It's just great. I'm smiling, it's smiling. Anyway, all right, back to it. Thank you guys for sharing. You guys are wonderful. I didn't know we had such a cool group here. So let's keep going. We're talking about inner peace. The reason it fits in with action is because we can go there. We can create it consciously. We can imagine ourselves in a place where we feel peaceful and go there and go there. And what I wanted to say too is that a couple people shared that it was this, epitome of your life, like 1 billion people reached, or you got your PhD, and that's great. Those are wonderful times, and keep a snapshot of that. in your head and go, yeah, I got, you want to keep going toward that picture. What I also want to say about that is it doesn't necessarily, inner peace in particular, doesn't necessarily have to be this humongous event that happens that you've been working for years for. Inner peace can happen most of the day, all day long, every day. It can happen. Balwinder shared that it takes practice. Heck yeah, it does. A lot of practice. And guess what? Why not? I mean, why not? You have something better to practice, right? I'm going to practice being peaceful. That's a pretty cool thing to practice. That's a real action. That is a real action. Is I'm practicing being peaceful. I'm picturing it. Yeah, Jinsey said, follow your passion. Yeah, when I'm teaching these, I'm following my passion, as you can tell, and man, it feels great. It feels great. And giving, by the way, guys, giving and helping and reaching out to people feels great. It's not just a lot of people like to say, oh, it's not for you, it's for them. Bull. It's not, it feels awesome, or else you wouldn't do it. We wouldn't do it. And I'm recommending a lot of people do it. Give some, teach somebody, reach out to people, ask them how they're doing, and shut up and listen to the answer. Those are real things that are for them, yes, but they're really for you also. It's win-win-win. Everybody wins if we practice high EQ. Everybody wins. Everybody. So, all right. That's enough about good inner peace. But I just want to say that you guys, it can happen. You can do it all day, every day. Find little things and just go, oh, right now, everything's fine. Right now, everything's fine. I have no reason. I don't need to be agitated and upset and tense just for a minute. Everything's fine. I'm peaceful right now. So. All right, so let's go on. There's 3 components to EQ that we're talking about: thoughts, feelings, actions, head, heart, hand, cognitive, affective, behavioral. It's a whole new type of therapy that we're working on with my my mentor, Doc Downing, who I've mentioned numerous times. Me and him are writing this thing, and we're doing a Wikipedia article, which I think is cool. Did you know you can make your own Wikipedia article, and you can make one on yourself if you want to, which is pretty wild. I never knew that you could even do that. But anyway, he's making, you guys probably know about cognitive behavioral therapy, right? I think I have a slide on it. This one right here, cognitive behavioral therapy, right? Emotions, thoughts, behavior. That's the point. And then look at me. Cognitive is left brain, behavioral is your body, and then and your body, right? What's missing here? What's missing here? CBT says that if you change your thoughts, then your feelings will change, right? I'm saying, and he's saying, as a therapist for 100 years or whatever, yes, that's true. CBT is the most popular form of therapy, and that is true that if your thoughts precede your feelings. However, sometimes we need to focus directly on our feelings. We need to feel directly on our feelings. So he added CABT, cognitive affective behavioral therapy, so that we are actually emotions in here, but they don't focus on it enough, according to him. You need to focus on your emotions in particular directly in order to get through some of them. So if we do left brain and right brain, cognitive behavioral or cognitive affective behavioral therapy. So anyway, so we're adding to it, and here's what I'm saying. So it's usually 3 components. I'm saying there's 4. There's 4. The one we're missing, the biggest one we're missing, is right in the middle, which is our decisions. Right? When we have thoughts and we have feelings, before we act, we get to decide. We get to decide, right? And we get to decide what we're going to do. And when we decide, we take information into account, right? And hopefully we take into account both our thoughts and our feelings. We take into account both our thoughts and our feelings, right? To make good decisions, Then we act based on our decisions. Excuse me. So I think the decision part is the freedom part, is the main part that we get to choose. So I made this stupid little graphic right here. It's not very good, but thoughts and feelings inform our decisions, which is our actions, what we decide. And so the decision point to me is the point. Well, it's one of the main focus areas, because that's where we can either just ignore our feelings or not even be aware of our feelings, or we can be aware of our feelings. So Belwinder said, emotions and feelings, what's the difference? 6 Seconds says they have a whole thing on the difference of those, and feelings are spontaneous, boom, 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 and emotions are bigger and over time and all that kind of stuff. In my opinion, I use them interchangeably. I don't care what the difference is. Just pay attention to them. I don't care. Some are fleeting, some are huge, some are big belief systems from your whole life, and some are, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So I don't want to get stuck on analyzing those particular things, and so I just ignore it. So to me, they're the same thing. So to answer your question. All right, so our ability to decide gives us the decision. Gives us control over our lives. It gives us choice, and choice is a wonderful thing. So it's in the decision. In making our best decisions is about taking into account both our left brain and our right brain, our thoughts and our feelings. Does it make sense, and does it feel right emotionally? All right, and what you're doing getting you what you want in the long run? That's a thought. That's a thought, not a belief. Not a feeling. So I'm saying that uninformed decision making is a problem. Is a problem in our world. We think we're making decisions based on our logic, but ignoring the feelings that we also have, and that leads to problems. And I'm saying that the solution is to become aware, right? Always aware first, then balance, and then decide, right? Become aware, then balance, then decide. So it's not reacting, it's responding. And this is how you respond properly, in my opinion. And that's EQ: awareness, balance, decide, taking both into account. So we are in action thing today, and I understand that, and I was like, wait, we got to do decisions first. We got to do decisions first, and then we'll talk about actions. So let's talk about actions. So what kind of actions? I know you guys are already doing things. Let's brainstorm some things. I'll put them in the chat. What are some actions we can take based on our new information that our emotions tell us to help us decide? What are some actions we can take, you guys? Throw something out there. Go ahead.
First of all, sorry, action. Become aware, identify, give them name, name it, tame it, feel it, heal it, spin it, win it. So based upon whatever information, we will start identifying, becoming more conscious of our inner world, and then we will choose.
Nice. Yep. Okay, I'm putting it in the chat. Be cautious of our inner world and then choose. That's great. Conscious, not cautious. Conscious, sorry. I put conscious. Be cautious too, but conscious is even better. Okay, become aware, identify, be conscious of our inner world, and then choose, right? Did I get those right?
Yes.
Okay, all right, cool. What else? Great, good start. Jinsey, or any ideas?
Yeah, first
Matthew?
actions. First we have to identify our emotion. What exactly we require, what feel we have. Is it anxious, is it sad, or what is the exact awareness of our emotion? That is the first thing. Exactly, become aware. Then we need to work towards to balance that in our life. Like if it's anxious, we need to work towards that. What we can do to more balance towards that. How we can control our anxious towards a particular thing. So be conscious. Yes, exactly. Be conscious in our inner world. When we start working our inner world, outer world automatically will change. That's what I realized in my life. Few years back, I was very anxious towards, exactly, especially 2 years back. In 2020 annual, I was really anxious. I was not able to understand what to do, how everything will work out. But that time I came to know about NLP, and when I started studying NLP, I went deeper into this emotion intelligence. Then I understood what exactly I required. What when I started uh, uh, working my inside, my inner world, automatically things started changing. Everything become balanced towards me, and it automatically came towards me.
Nice. Yeah, nice. I don't know about automatically though. You sounds like you worked on it hard. It didn't do it by itself. You did that, right?
Yes, I worked hard, but I didn't go and asked some help from others. They asked me. They
Okay.
help followed me. When I started taking, I took one step. It came towards me. But first step, I started.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay. 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 I'm putting that. That's a great action. Take your first step, right? And ask for
Yes.
help,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Good. Those are great. Those are great. Yep. Ask, ask, ask. EQ is, I'm big on asking you guys. Ask, ask, ask. That's one of our choices. Most of the time when people get stuck, they are out of choices. They run out of choices. And if you ask, so what do you see? Or what, you ask for help or ask for people to what else, what other choices do you see that I could do in this situation? And then that really helps, give us freedom. So nice, Jincy. Thank you for sharing. That's good stuff.
Thank you.
Taking
Thank
a step. That's a good one right there. That's an action, right? Take the first step, whatever it is, whatever it is toward your goal. Take the first step. Action. Right on. All right, great. Thanks. Anybody else? What actions could we take? I wrote down a few suggestions. Yeah. Oh, this is the one from yesterday, but and take those out. All right. So choosing, I think choosing love, choosing positivity, those are actions. I've given the choice between being a butt and not being a butt, being loving and moving away or not saying anything. I choose to be loving. I choose positivity, and and that's an action. I'm going to make those choices. Listening to people. I mentioned yesterday about listening with soul. My soul thing is stop, open up, and listen. And that's an action. That is very definitely an action. It could be the most wonderful, loving thing you can possibly do for someone is to shut up and listen to them. When you've got somebody in your family that's hurting or they need to talk or they just want to be heard, the best possible thing you can do for them, shut up and listen to them. Just listen. That's all. You don't have to say anything. Just be quiet and listen to them. But I suggest you also open your heart to them, which is optional, but mostly a good idea. Mostly a good idea. And again, if you can handle, if it doesn't go well, then you can open your heart as much as you want, anytime you want, to anybody you want. Right? That is a wonderful skill. And how much does that cost exactly? How much? Oh yeah, nothing. Nothing, right? You can open your heart as much as you want, anytime you want to, as anybody you want, and you can close it, same price. But it's your choice and you get to have control over that. I love that. That's another thing that was a life changer for me of why I'm sitting here right now, is that learning that did the opposite of some people close down and they don't want anybody in, or some people open so wide up that they get hurt all the time you end up being codependent. You're following people around. I don't know who I was. I didn't know. I followed the wrong people, and I opened up to the wrong people, and I got myself in trouble and all that kind of stuff because it was abandonment issues. It was, I didn't want, just hang out with me, just be with me, no matter what, I'll do anything. And that is obviously a horrible place to be in. And it's fear-based, big time fear-based, and it's fear of abandonment and rejection and not being able to handle those. So some people open up way too much and some people close completely down. Both of those can be fatal. Actually, both of those are not a good idea. Balance. We can open up when it's good and when it's safe and when we're okay and everything's cool and when the other person's being cool. And if they're not, okay, all right, I can deal with that. All right, it's not tragedy. It's not the end of the world. It's not that big a deal. I don't have to start a big fight about it. I can shut myself down and go, you know what, go ahead, be yourself, but it's not going to hurt me. We can do that. Caring is an action. A lot of people choose to not care to protect themselves. But our natural state is to care, in my opinion, again. And caring is an action. Not caring is harder sometimes. It seems like it's easier, but it's usually harder because you have to actively not care. I do anyway. I care by default. I care automatically. And so if I want to try and not care about something, I work hard on it. I have to work hard on it, and it's exhausting and it's not fun. It's not fun. But anyway, so caring is an action. Reaching out to people, and reaching out can be to help them or to help you, or both, and it happens both at the same time. Reaching out just means that you can connect with other people. When I walk around through my life, I connect with people all the time, on the phone, when I see them, all the time. I would look people in the eye and go, hi, and say, hi, they're standing right there. They're standing right there. It's like, you can not make eye contact and not connect, or you can, hey, how's it going? Or, hey, have you heard of emotional intelligence? Or, hey, one of my fun ones is, hey, are we having fun yet? Are we having fun yet? Just, people seem to like that. It's kind of light, and they think about it, and some people are like, no, almost, or maybe, or not today, or some people like always. They're like, oh, really? That's cool. How do you do that? Because I want to know. Anyway, so reaching out is a big deal. Sharing, that's you talking to people, sharing what's going on. Find a safe place, find a buddy, find a partner, whatever, who you can work with that is safe to you, and share. Again, remember the difference. I don't know if we talked about this, the difference between complaining and venting. Anybody want to venture a guess on the difference between those two? There's a big difference in there. It's huge. I'm going to put in here complaining versus venting. What's the difference, you guys?
Venting is releasing the suppressed emotion.
Complaining is releasing your emotions. Did you say?
No, venting. Venting is
yes,
releasing the suppressed emotions.
Yeah, well, complaining can be pretty emotional. You can be complaining and be really upset or really angry or whatever and complaining about it, but it doesn't seem like it makes you feel much better afterward. What's the difference there, Jayan? What do you think?
Yeah, suppose we are suppressed some emotion like as anger or sad or anything. Do some exercise and we can ventilate that emotions.
Right on. Okay.
So the person will be getting peace.
Yeah, there you go. Venting is better. Yeah. So yeah.
Empty chair method is best example. Empty chair method. Empty chair method just in gestalt therapy.
Sir,
okay.
Shall I? For anger and all, we can write whatever may be the feeling in over a paper, and we can burn it out.
That is Bruce Lee method.
Okay. Yep.
That step is called as Bruce Lee method.
Complaining may be building up and venting may be releasing.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, I hadn't thought of it that way. That's right. Yeah. Sometimes when we complain, we end up more upset at the end of it than we were at the beginning. You're building on it. Yeah. You're building up an argument. You're building up, you're justified about something. I'm complaining about something and but venting, right? Venting is, you remember we did those 7 questions the other day. I think I got them in here. There was one that was really, really important that we don't do usually when we're venting. This one right here is release. When you're complaining, a lot of the time we don't release anything. We're just griping. We're just just the negative feeling, and it doesn't feel any better afterward. And the person you're listening to doesn't usually feel any better afterward either. But if you release it, it's a whole different story. You express yourself by venting. I am angry about this. I'm upset about this. And I don't want to feel that way anymore. And so I'm letting go of feeling that way by talking to you and by letting it out of my body as I'm saying it. That's what venting is. I'm letting it out of my body as I'm saying it. And then I feel better afterward. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for making it safe for me. You don't have to say a word except maybe every once in a while and go oh, or anything like that to help somebody vent. If they're responsible for their feelings and our intention is to release them. And that's what we're trying to do, is if you can complain all you want, but at the end, turn it to venting or whatever you want to call it, but make it vent so that you're expressing in a way that it comes out of your body, not onto them, not onto anybody. It doesn't have to be anybody. Doesn't have to be on anybody. Even if you're mad at somebody, if they're standing there or not. Jayan put in the chat, empty chair method. That's a really cool it's a therapeutic method where it's a practice where you can take an empty chair and put it in the middle of the room. It's empty, right? It's just a chair in the middle of the room. You stand up, the chair's there, and you picture the person in the chair of who you're upset about. And you tell them what you want to say. They're not there, obviously, it's just a chair, but the idea is for you to get it out of you. And that's the expression, that's the release part of this. And then you feel better. And then you replace that negative energy that was in you with positive energy, and then you can rejoice at the end. So those are all actions that you can take. Those are really good actions. Complaining is negative energy you get back and you give out, then you feel heavy. Yeah. Venting's pretty negative energy too, but it's a different intent. The intent is to feel better at the end of it and to get it out of your body and to release it, not just to whine and complain and be a victim and oh, they did this to me and oh my gosh, I have it awful and all that. That's not the point. The point is to release it. And then who's in charge? Who's in charge while you're doing that? You are, right? You are. So these are review stuff from the other day. I'm going to review in a minute. All right, we're coming close. Okay, ask, you guys, ask for stuff, ask for help, ask for things, ask for what you need, know yourself, and then go out there and be bold enough to ask it. Hey, I need you to listen to me just for a minute, all right? I need to vent something. I got something here. Would you mind, is this a good time? Would you mind just listening to me? It helps me to talk and to get it out of me. It helps me to have someone standing there. If you wouldn't mind, I'd appreciate that. Ask, is this a good time to talk when you have tough conversations? I would like to say something to you. You might not like it, but what I would like is what I want to clean up our relationship, or I want to say this to you. We call it a pre-conversation. I need to say something to you. What I would like is for you to not overreact to it, not to reject me for it, but just to listen, and then you'll have a chance to respond, that kind of thing. So we can ask for help and ask for people to help us, or if we can, and ask people. There's a thing on TV now, commercials on TV here in the United States called Seize the Uncomfortable or something like that. Oh, the awkward, seize the awkward. That's what it's called. It's kind of I don't know what sees the awkward. And what they're trying to say is there's an awkward moment sometimes when someone you're with is obviously feeling something strong and they're not expressing it. But they're not in a good place, right? They're they're not in a good place emotionally. There's an sometimes it's an awkward moment, and they're saying, ask them, how's it going? What do you need? I'm here for you if you ever want to talk, that kind of thing. Ask people if you can talk, if they can talk, if they need somebody to talk to. One of the biggest things they're saying with suicide prevention is ask. Everybody says, well, we're not supposed to bring it up. And now they're saying, do bring it up, please bring it up, and ask them, are you thinking of hurting yourself? Are you in a bad enough place that you're thinking about hurting yourself? And people, they'll usually tell you, and it might save their butt, right? It might ask them, is this bad? Is it that bad? Is it? And no judgment, just like, wow, really? And so ask, and people want somebody to care and notice. So please ask. Lead, another action, good action. Lead, you set the example, model, you set the example, you show the kids. If you've got kids or you have other people in your family and you want them to act a certain way, you do it first. You do it first. You lead, you model. You can't ask people to do stuff. You can, but you be careful about asking people to do stuff that you're not willing to do. Are you doing this? Right? Are you, they'd never listen to me about that. Well, do you listen to them about that? Right? That kind of thing. So lead and model are great actions. Actively teach, share with people. Okay, here's how it's done. Here's Matt's PowerPoint. Go through this and learn some of this stuff. Here's the recording. Go learn this. Go watch this recording. Here's groups that you can join into, or here's information that I've gotten to show you how this is done. Actually teach people. And I just wrote that we probably have more choices of actions than we thought. There's so many things we could be doing. So let's do them. As I go through all that, does anybody else have any things to add to our list of some possible choices, good choices of actions we can take? All right.
I do journal writing every morning. I mean gratitude writing. So I feel that whenever
nice.
I have a diary, I keep it near to my bed. It's like this, and then whenever I feel sad or something, I just turn it. See, God, I got these things from above, from Almighty. So this is nothing.
Nice.
So I can get more things. So I don't feel anxious anymore after reading that. So gratitude writing is like part of my life. So that is I take one action. I took one action some years back.
Nice. Great.
And also,
I forgot about all three of those. What?
Yes. And I also, end of the day, I just analyze myself. Did I hurt anyone, or did someone hurted me? So I just write it in the paper and I throw it away. My all feelings, I put it. End of the day, peacefully I sleep. I don't keep any grudges.
Oh, wow. Right, that's beautiful. Write it down, throw it away. That's cool. That's a form of venting. Venting. That's cool. Write it down, throw it away. Some people burn them, right? But that's cool. Throw it away, right? And while you're doing that, you're throwing it out of your heart too, right? You're releasing the pain or whatever. Cool.
Another one you can add: choose to forgive, forget, and move on.
March on.
Nice.
Yes.
Fly forward, pay forward, fly forward, choose on.
Okay.
Yes, Matt.
Okay. Choose to forgive.
Yeah, myself brainstorm actions. I have a small notebook. It's called a wish notebook. Okay, whatever I have a wish, I'm just writing it, and after completion, I put a thank you. And
nice. That's cool. Yep, I'm seeing it. Cool. I'm a big fan of journaling, big fan. I've journaled, I have something like, I don't have them here, they're in the other room, but I have 90 journals, I believe I've filled, handwritten.
Wow.
90. Yep. And then I write on the computer also. That's in addition, that's just when I'm not home is the only time I use those. So my personal one is very long, like 1.3 million lines or something ridiculous. Anyway, so great, good stuff, good stuff. Anything else? Anybody? Gratitude too, by the way, is an action. Gratitude is an action. We call it a conscious positive, right? We talked about unconscious negatives. We have a bunch of negative feelings and we're not necessarily aware of where they came from or what's going on inside of us. But gratitude is conscious, A, and it's positive, B. It's actively thinking of positive stuff. And it's this number one right here, up here on the top, choose positivity. I'm choosing to think of stuff that is good for me, that I appreciate, that I am thankful for, that it's just wonderful. And it's just magical. And again, how much does that cost? Yeah, same
Yeah,
price, right? Same price, right?
Matt,
I
I
have a
have
friend.
something. Yeah.
Go ahead.
But I just learned it from the magic text, magic secret, no, the secret, the magic book. I've just gone through that, and that magic rock I have near my bedside, under the pillow. It's a small rock. So
Yeah.
gratitude rock.
Good.
That's really is
Gratitude rock. Okay.
yeah, gratitude rock.
Beautiful. All right. Some people say try to come up with 3 things every day that you're thankful for, that you appreciate about anything. Just breathing, just being able to being alive is number one, or can be one of them every day. Wow, I did it again. I woke up again and now I can stand up again. Wow. And all right, this is great. I appreciate this. I got one more chance today, one more chance to make a great day. So, all right. So gratitude. Yeah. Thanks for reminding me, Jincy, about that. That's huge. I actually, one of the ladies on our team has a PhD in gratitude, which I think is fantastic. I think that's just so amazing. And she has a group on Facebook that's all they talk about is gratitude, thankfulness, and appreciation. That's it. And I'll add that to the resources so I get them to you. It's just great. I'm one of the moderators in that group, and I was like, this is wonderful. What a cool idea. Just gratitude. That's it. That's all we talk about. So all right. Breathing exercises. Okay, good. Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, breathing. I'm a big fan of breathing. I'm going to try and do it as long as I possibly can. I like breathing. I'm going to keep breathing. Dang it. And sometimes it's harder than others. But anyway, I'm a big fan. But being aware of our breathing, being conscious of our breathing, instantly puts us back into ourselves. It puts us back into where we're looking at the inside. If we're conscious, breathing is an internal thing. It can immediately take you out of sometimes the worst possible situations. You go, let me just think about my breathing for a few seconds, and you go, whoom, you go back inside, and you can change things. You can settle yourself. You can go to respond rather than react. You can become aware. But breathing, yes, breathing is one of the best. Meditation is a good one. That's actively going inward and being calm and creating some inner peace in yourself. Absolutely. Again, same price, right? Same price. Learn how to meditate. It just means just shut up and listen to yourself for a few minutes, or try not to listen to anything if you can, or just listen anyway. It's just be about sit still, be quiet, shut your mouth, then shut your eyes and go inside. And it helps if you make a sound, anything like that. They found that it helps quite a bit, but it's optional. That's optional. But meditation is beautiful. Yoga is beautiful. Massage, or having something done with your body, or exercise, or all kinds of good stuff we can do. We do it consciously, and we do it for the purpose of settling ourselves down, or to manage our thoughts and our feelings. We can do great things with ourselves, and almost all the time, no charge. Is one of the magical things about EQ. It doesn't cost anything, nothing. 24/7, 365, much as you want, anytime you want. Go get it. How do you do that? Shut your mouth, shut your eyes, go inside and listen to yourself. And there it is. Boom. Presto. So, all right, here's some cool quotes that I looked up. Action is the antidote to despair. I like that one. Action is the antidote to despair. Interesting, huh? Well done is better than well said. Some of these are about action. So they're saying action, if you don't take the action, it's not useful at all. I'd skip some of those. I don't like that. I mean, because just thinking about them is an action, and that's something. They're saying an idea is worthless if you don't act on it. I disagree with that too, but you get the idea. Actions are cool. Actions are cool if done properly. Well done is better than well said. Well done is better than well said. What if the doing is saying it, right? Because right now I'm saying stuff. I don't know that I'm doing anything, but I'm saying it. So I don't know. Anyway, be the change you wish to see in the world. Yes, that's Gandhi. That's a very famous saying. Totally agree with that one, right? Let's be the change that we're wanting to see in the world. Model peace. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. That's good point. Okay, you are what you do, not what you say you do. A lot of people are I'm gonna. That's one of my pet peeves. Also about people. I'm gonna, and they never do. So I guess it makes it feel good, but you're not going to get judged on what you're going to do, but what you done already. When you do the right thing, you get the feeling of peace and serenity associated with it. Do it again and again. That's a good one. I was like, oh, that's a good one. When you do the right thing, which means you pay attention to your feelings, you get the feeling of peace and serenity. Nice, huh? This is from a friend of mine. She's I've known her for one of my better friends, long time student. She said, never confuse honesty with brutality. I like that one. All right. I just want to be honest with you. You're a jerk. No, that's not honest. That's not being honest. There you go. Being honest is where you're caring about the other person, and then you can say things gently to tell them what you need to tell them. But that's honesty plus emotional intelligence, a little empathy going on there. So be careful with that. Whatever you do may be insignificant, but it's very important that you do it anyway. I like that one too. That's also Gandhi. Whatever you do may feel insignificant, I should say. May feel insignificant. You don't necessarily know if it is or not, but do it anyway. It's very important that you do it anyway. Here's one more. This one, I like this one. Don't just this, he's saying, take some action, get involved, take some action. Don't just learn, experience. Don't just read, absorb it, make it part of you. Don't just change, transform. That's pretty cool. Don't just relate, like, oh yeah, I hear you. Advocate. Okay, that means I'm actively for you. Don't just be passive, engage. Actually, I added that one. Don't just promise, prove it. That means the words are cool, but the proving it, the actions are better. Don't just criticize, encourage. Ooh, that's a good one. So if you're just saying you're a jerk, what's the point? What you might say is, okay, when you talk to people, you might want to try using a different tone of voice, that kind of thing. Encourage them. Don't just think, ponder. A little deeper. Don't just take, but give, right? Yeah, giving is a wonderful thing. You do sometimes need to take, but also give. It feels awesome. Don't just see, feel. Yeah, take it in. Don't just dream, do. Don't just hear, listen. Actually listen. I'm big on that one. Don't just talk, but act. Don't just tell, show. That's good. Show it. Let's see. Don't just exist, live. Roy Bennett, and the light in the heart. Pretty cool. I just got off the internet, but that's a good one, huh? Okay, so we are definitely running out of time. On inner peace, positive mental health, you can do better. Diane put a feedback form in this chat. If you would please, if you want the recordings and the PowerPoint, then fill out the feedback form, because it's got an email address or WhatsApp address, and then we'll get those to you. Okay. So the 3 recordings and the 3 PowerPoints are yours if you fill out the feedback form. Here's one I found that I hadn't talked about. Success is about knowing yourself, managing yourself, understanding others, getting along with others, making good decisions, and taking your best actions. So we're best to actions again. To be your best, we got to know our worst, and that means our most negative emotions. If you can deal with them, if you can deal with your fear, anger, and sadness, you can deal with most anything that life can throw at us, right? EQ is about studying ourselves. Emotions do matter all the time. Well, almost all the time. We can tell them not now, and we can make pure logical decisions, but they do matter. And no matter what happens outside of us, we have the power to control what happens inside of us. That is a huge deal. That's emotional responsibility thing. Remember about the 4 steps to learning, that you're probably around steps 2 and 3 back and forth, and that's okay. That's okay. That's a good thing. We're some things we don't know. We know that we don't know, and some things we know that we don't know, so we're finding out. That's taking a class, right? Taking a workshop and going and doing stuff. So good for you. Okay, we talked about different parts of emotional awareness, identification, literacy, agility, regulation, and control. Big 3 positives: joy, peace, and love. Big 3 negatives: fear, anger, and sadness. Deal with them, learn them about them yourself. You are in charge of you. Own it, own it, own it. Remember that if you want more positives, just deal with your negative. Turn around and focus on your negatives and let yourself feel them. Negative emotions expressed as intensely as they're felt will reduce in intensity and are free to change. Feel it to heal it, right? We are studying ourselves. We're going to do another breakout, but we don't have time anymore, I don't think. If you would, we were looking for 3 things you can take away from these days. 3 things that are any one thing. What's one thing you guys can take away from the sessions together? I'll throw some stuff in the chat. We still have a couple more minutes. What are you taking away? Nothing? Anybody? Awareness about myself. All right. About ourselves. Great, great, great. Awareness first. Yes, yes, yes. Some inner peace. All right. I wish I could bottle it up and send you some. Aware of my emotions. Yay, I did say woohoo. Yes, aware first and aware of our feelings. Yes, yes, yes. What else? Power. Yeah. Power within me. Right on. Personal power. One of my other favorite subjects about emotional intelligence. Personal power. We can have amazing power if we use our emotions, and including using our anger and our upsetness to motivate us to do some amazing things. Yes, I can do it. Yes, you can. Emotional intelligence is more than IQ. Well, it's different than IQ. I don't know if it's more important. I don't know that it's more important, but we need both. We need both. Like I mentioned about the cancer thing, that's one of my main things, is that it's an unreal, some of the medications they've come up with, that they figured out, at least for my kind of cancer. There's a bunch of cancers, but at least for mine, they are whooping it. They figured it out, and that is IQ. That's not much of EQ. That's a big time IQ. Is they're figured out medical science, and I'm a big fan because I would not be here otherwise. And they're winning. Wow. Awareness and peace. Yay. I do not need to move backwards. I'm ready to fly higher. All right. You look backwards, but don't move backwards, right? Look backwards and figure out what happened. Awareness, acceptance, identification. All right. And replace. Yes. Excellent. Inner peace is my goal. All other things are means for that. Oh, neat. Oh, neat, Matthew. That's a good one. Nice, nice. How others feel. Yeah. Yeah, it's a big deal. All the stuff that's going on inside of you, it's going on inside of them too. It's going on in them. And if we can appreciate that and accept that and understand and be gentle about it and all that, you're going to be super important to them. We just shut up and listen to them. My traumas are not impacting me anymore. They become my best friends. They're still going to impact you. I think they'll still impact you, but they can be your friends. That's cool. No, not at all. Yeah, because I want to learn some of my stuff. Some of my traumas, I learned some good stuff during those. I learned some good stuff. Okay. All right. It's up to you. All right. That's cool. We are really activated by today. Oh, okay, cool. By today's topic. Okay. All right. Activated is a good word since this is action. We're activated. Good, good, good. Picture time in the past of peace. Yes. And you know what? The one we didn't do was picturing a time in the past about your peace is picture somebody you know who is particularly peaceful and how to check them out. How are they? What do they look like? What do they sound like? What do they talk? What kind of things do they say? Like if it's a great teacher that you had, or some guru, or a professor, or whatever, that you go, wow, this guy's got it going on. This guy, this lady, that's how it's done. Look at it. What are they doing? What are they doing? How do they do that? How do they do that? And what do they do? What actions do you think they take? I'm ready to put in practice from this moment. Yay. Be happy and share inner peace. Yay. IQ and EQ equals responding. Yes, yes, yes. Ready to share inner peace with the outside world. All right. IQ and EQ is happiness. All right, you guys. Well, apparently I got my point across. That's great. These are wonderful summaries. Again, you can save the chat if you want to. It's over on the right. It'll be in the recording, but it's over on the right in the recording actually as well. So again, go remember, Diane, if you'd put the link to the feedback form in there again, I appreciate it. I surrendered today to God. He will take care of my past. Nicely put. Okay. All right. All right. All right. You're doing great, Balwinder. I'm happy for you. You're in this like super learning mode. Like, wow, this is going to change everything. You're like, yes, it does. Doesn't it? It's really cool. I was writing about how I appreciated you this morning. They say there's one in every crowd, and that usually means something negative with somebody who's being a butt or something. And I'm like, no, there's one in every crowd like Balwinder who is just like, oh, this is awesome. This is amazing. It just changes everything because I get one usually each time, and it makes me feel good. It's very fun, very fun. So thank you for joining us and being where you're at and sharing that. Okay, change your judgments about feelings and emotions is what I want for you guys. It sounds like you're doing that. We feelings are a bad thing, emotions are a bad thing. Put them away, shut them down, avoid them at all costs. No, they matter. They matter a lot, and we're gonna learn how to use them properly, or else it's not gonna go well. We're gonna learn how to use them properly. Reflection, look at yourself, look at what happened to you in the past, what you've been through, what you decided, what it was like for you as a kid, all that stuff. Reflect on you, because this is about studying you. So that's a wonderful thing. Journaling, yeah, we mentioned that before. And Krishna too, about journaling is huge. Peace, let's go for peace, please. Let's go for peace inside and around us. Emotions matter, release negatives, teach somebody. All right. Okay. So, all right. I'm going to stop sharing, and I'm feeling super happy to meet your Root family from India. So proud of all of you. All right. PhD. All right. Double PhD. Wow. Right on. All right. It'd be cool. We should have make a group out of this class or something. But Jayan, did you put the link in their chat again for the form?
Yeah.
The feedback form. Okay,
Sure.
Thanks. There's some great stuff in here, you guys. You might want to save the chat. It's pretty neat. So what else? Thanks.
Just one or two, within 1 or 2 sentences, each participant give the feedback. Maximum
right.
2 sentences.
Good. It was very fun. You guys were a great crowd. I appreciate everybody sharing, everybody taking this in, not going, this is ridiculous. What are you talking about? Right? I like that. And it was very fun. Maybe we'll do it again. There's more advanced stuff. There's so much stuff. I like I said, I did 39 slides today. I've got hundreds and hundreds. There's so much to this. There's so much. It's not rocket science, but man, there's a lot to it. There's so much of ourselves and our spirit and our body and our knowledge inside of in our inner world that we've never learned. We never even talked about. We never been there. There's some theories about it. So a lot of the psychology, I was talking to Doc my mentor, and he was like saying that, yeah, psychology, he said it's so theoretical that you can't do anything with it. I have taught 70 therapists through in our workshops, and I was amazed sometimes how little they knew about their emotions, right? We talk about emotions, but we don't go learn about feeling them. And so the therapists are trying to help us with our emotions, and they don't know their own. And I was like, that's just wrong. Anyway, sorry. Let's go. Let's share this with the world, if we would, please. So what's next? Good question. That's a good question. What's next is EQ for peace. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Matt. It's a wonderful class. And we are sure that we are ready to spread your EQ tsunami to all over the world. Because,
fantastic. All right. Thanks for good.
Yeah, because we identify what is EQ and how we can tackle EQ. What are the steps behind that? Thank you very much. It's a wonderful class. Thank you. Thank you once again. We want
Dr. Wood.
more classes also.
All right. Thank you. I will. And would you like to share a little bit about what you do, what Wings of Life is?
Yeah, sure.
Pretty cool.
Of course.
Okay.
We are doing a self-awareness, just like your awareness. We are doing a self-awareness topic every 7 p.m. every day.
Every day.
It's a free. That's a free webinar. And last
every day.
Yes. So last Onam season, you are our Naveli, you know. Are you remembering that?
Yep. Diane's done it too. Yep. All right. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks for doing that.
Yeah, definitely. We are requesting one more class from you on our platform.
Great. Anytime. You bet. Love it. Appreciate it. And I like it. Yeah. Happy to do it.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's be in touch. And Diane, do you want to talk for a second about Minecraft? What you're up to?
Yeah, Minecraft. Our main this vision is spread more awareness to positive mental health in the society. We are conducted 3 international webinar series and a lot of national and international webinars. And we are connected with the EQ for Peace also.
Yes.
We are collaborating with the EQ for Peace. And SR has selected me as a brand ambassador in India. That one.
All right. Yes. Diane's got me in front of some amazing groups of people, including the universities. To me, remember I was mentioning about the top down. Universities are almost as high as you can get. UN's as high as you can get, then the governments and the countries, and then universities, because the trickle down effect is amazing with professors like a lot of you, and for PhDs, and for students, and for staff, and for everybody. And then they're all parents, and they're going to be teaching other people. Anyway, it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Diane has been fantastic for me and for EQ for Peace. I very much appreciate that, sir. And we got a lot more to do. We have lots more to do. We're just getting rolling. This was our first actual workshop, and it went very, very well, in my opinion. So really happy with us. So anybody else? Last chance to share something, or we're gonna shut her down. Oh, Dr. Avenger, he's still there. Yeah, Dr. Avenger, why don't you share a minute about your workshop series as well, webinar series?
For the invitation.
Sure.
We organize regular workshops, seminars, conferences, and symposiums on various aspects of sustainable development. It includes even health and mental health, and various aspects which are covered under sustainable development goals. We have been doing this since past 6 to 7 years. And I, being an academician as well as a practitioner, and also I am into spirituality. So we request everyone to join us. Maybe if permitted, I can share the links here, or maybe I can share with the organizers so that they can share with you. And really, Matt is also very much associated with our webinars since recent time, and is actively contributing to the sustainable development. And we are very grateful to Matt and being always supportive to us. And we are also part of it. And we thank once again and express our gratitude to the Matt that he is making us part of that initiative of spreading EQ and emotional intelligence. Thank you, Matt, once again.
Yes.
And it was very nice listening to all the sessions and interacting with all the participants. Thank you for inviting me and making part of this workshop. Thank you, everyone.
You can go ahead and put in the chat too, Dr. Ravindra, how to get a hold of you or how to get a hold of the workshops. The one thing I like, two things I like very much about what Dr. Ravindra is doing. One is it's emotional intelligence. He brings up every single time. And secondly is it's sustainable development goals. I'm not, if you guys don't know what those are, that's what I just said, the top down strategy, UN is the highest. That's what we're talking about at that level. The sustainable development goals are 17 goals that the UN has put into place to say, here's what the world needs. Here's the world needs, which one of these you want to work with. And it turns out that getting emotional intelligence into schools actually hits four of those sustainable development goals. There's one about home, there's one about work, there's one about schools. So we're doing schoolwork and home. And then the last one, number 16, is about peace. Woohoo! And that's where we're going with all of this. So 3 + 4 + 8, I think, makes 16, which is peace. So anyway, so here's some good stuff in the chat from Dr. Ravindra. There's right above it is the Wings of Life stuff. So, and Jayan, if you want to, I don't know if you want to mention anything as well in the chat, but if anybody else wants to say something about something they're doing that you want us to be involved with, let us know. Go ahead and put that in the chat. And just want to say thanks again to everyone. It was a really, really fun group. I appreciate everybody being involved. Sometimes people don't get involved, and it's harder for me. I like it. As you can see, I'm a true what is it? Extrovert. The connection with other people gives me more energy, not less. My wife is an introvert. If she's around people, then she has to go away to fill back up. I'm the opposite. I love people and I get all fired up and get connected with people. So this is fun for me. So anyway, all right, you guys. Thank you. Fantastic. Take it forward. Let's see if we can create some peace in this world, shall we?
Yeah, God bless you.
Thank you so much for the wonderful session. It was really nice.
Thank you. Minecraft. Thank you.
Okay, bye. Good night.
We are expecting some of the classes. We are expecting some of the classes in different areas.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.